Hey guys, welcome back to Human Condition. This video is another video in our psychology series, and this video is what is attribution theory and how do we explain ourselves? So attribution theory is the idea that is to explain how we behave, how we explain our behaviors and how we explain other people's behaviors. So it suggests that there are six main topics how we explain our own behavior and how we explain others' behavior, and it comes from two very different models. So the first one was Harold Kelly's covariation method, if I remember correctly from researching it. And the second one is Bernard Weiner's model. And basically there's three topics in each one, so there'll be six main topics for this video, and that is consistency, distinctiveness, consensus, and causality, uh, stable versus or unstable, and controllable or uncontrollable. So yeah, what is attribution theory and how do we explain ourselves and others? The first one is consistency. So one way we try to explain our own behavior is looking in and to see on how often we perform a behavior. For example, is it part of our daily routine or not? And that's one way we explain our own behaviors and try to figure those out. The thing we do is we also try to see if other people's behavior, we also try to figure out kind of like other people's habits and their own routines, I guess, sometimes. So this would also be in regard to consistency. So when we view other people, we try to see if they do this behavior more often or very often, and that's one way. And figuring this out can help us explain their habits and help us better understand our own habits. Because if we do multiple things but we never analyze it, we might not realize if we have a bad habit potentially, or if we can help someone else who has a bad habit, I guess, in a way. The next one is distinctiveness. So the question is, does this happen? Do we perform this behavior in other situations? So this can kind of go similar to the habits, because this can help explain if it's a personality trait or it's caused by if it's internal or external. Because if it happens in other situations, if we behave this way in other situations, it's more of a personality trait or a way we decide to be. But if it hasn't happened before, then it kind of shows that maybe it was due to the situation we were in currently, or the situation someone was in currently. So that's distinctiveness helps us understand if we act this certain way based off our personality trait, or if it's because of the situation we're in. It also kind of helps us understand other people's personality traits. If they behave that way often, it's probably more of a mindset or personality trait rather than some external situation causing them to do so. The third one is consensus, and this is, do other people behave this way in the same situation? So it'd be like, just like, I guess, social norms, I guess. So we view ourselves in this way to see if what we're doing can help us achieve our desires. For example, we might view, do other people do this behavior and have they achieve what they're trying to achieve? Because if we evaluate that and we see our behavior and other people don't do it, we might be like, maybe I shouldn't do this because maybe it won't help me succeed. Or we might view it as, maybe I should do this because it might actually help me succeed. So that's why we kind of view consensus, I think, in my opinion at least. And if we look at other people and how they behave, we can kind of see if other people don't behave that way in that certain situation, it means the other person has a unique way of handling it, I guess, whatever situation or whatever goal they're trying to achieve. And if other people have behaved in the same way, it means that it's a natural way to behave, I guess. Then that was Harold Kelly's covariation model method. So the next one would be Bernard Weiner's model, and that is causality. um, stable or unstable, or controllable or uncontrollable. So causality means, is it is it internal, based on ourselves, or is it external based on our environment? Stable or unstable means, do we view this situation or behavior as long lasting that happened, or unstable, one-time thing? And then controllable or uncontrollable, is it within our control, or is it outside our control? And all three of these things help us view and explain our behavior and other people's behavior. An example of an internal, stable, and controllable would be, like starting your own business, and making all the rules for it. It'd kind of be like internal because it's based on you, stable because you view it as long lasting, and controllable because you're in charge as the manager. That would be an example of internal, stable, uncontrollable. The exact opposite would be external, unstable, and uncontrollable. So this would be like outside of uh, outside of your control, and not long lasting. So this would be like if you got into a wreck, potentially, hopefully not, but if you got into a wreck, a minor like fender bender, this would be an example of external, internal, and it wasn't your fault. And then it would be an example of external, unstable, and uncontrollable because it was outside your own ability to do something about it. It was only a one-time thing, hopefully. Hopefully it don't have everything planned out to get into wrecks, or other people don't have plans to get into wrecks, it was uncontrollable. You didn't have any control over that situation, because if it wasn't your fault, then it was external, unstable, and uncontrollable. So yeah, attribution theory helps us view how explain ourselves, because it helps us see how we view situations that happens, not only behaviors but situations. So the Harold Kelly and Bernard Weiner theories for attribution are really cool, because it kind of explains how we view reality, and how we explain situations that happen to us throughout our lives, and how we explain other people's certain situations that they potentially are going through. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.